100 miles in 7 days. That's what elite marathoners run every week during training. Ultra marathoners sometimes compete in races beyond 100 miles, but I'm not an elite runner or an ultra marathoner. In fact, the most miles I've run in a day is 13, the most miles in a week is 32, and I only started running this year. So what does it take to run 100 miles in 1 week? A little over 14 miles every day for 7 days. That's the equivalent of running just under 4 marathons in 1 week. I'm excited. I really hope I can do this. I just have to kind of believe in myself. First mile in, you already know what I'm gonna say. Just 99 more to go. Already I'm trying to talk myself out of it, like, is this really healthy to do? Should you be doing this? And the more I tell myself that I can't, the more I want to do it. I'm struggling. My legs are starting to hurt a little, but I think it is all mental because I know I've got quite a bit of way to go. I'm trying to give up. 7 miles, 7 more to go. I'm actually feeling it a lot more than I thought I would, which isn't great. The idea of running this again tomorrow and the day after and the day after really isn't appealing. I'm about 1 kilometre away from a corner shop, at which point I'll get like a drink, an energy drink, and some sort of nut protein bar to keep me going. We're in the double digits, making sure no one's around me when I say this, but my nipples are starting to chafe. Man, it's getting unbearable. I'm literally gonna run the next 2 miles, like so. 14 miles, let's go. We're literally like a couple 100 meters away from home. I cannot wait to just rest, get some food. We did it. It's day 2 and this is already the most challenging thing I've had to do. I've just woken up after about 10 hours of sleep. I've got a proper bad headache and my left hip is killing me. I really don't know how we're gonna manage another 14 miles today. Exactly 1 mile in, feeling surprisingly okay. 4 miles in, about to take my first gel. I'm gonna try and aim to take one every 4 miles. Just hit the halfway mark of 7 miles. I feel a lot better today than I did yesterday at this point, so yeah, looking really positive. So close to that 14-mile mark. Everything is starting to hurt, including one of my shins. As soon as I finish this run, I'm going straight into recovery. And we're done. 14 miles. My legs are so tired and they hurt a bit, so I have no idea how I'm gonna manage 14 miles on them today. Just under 4 miles in, it feels like I've been running for 2 hours. Just under 7 miles in, and I just want to go home, crawl into bed and call it a day. To think I'm not even halfway yet is sickening. I feel bloated, I feel disgusting, I feel heavy, my foot hurts. We've got another hour and 15 minutes at least.
Distance 14 miles. Time 2 hours 16 minutes.
Walking alone right now is sending sharp shooting pains into my foot. I've been saving these running shoes for a rainy day and I think today is that day. My foot needs as much support as it can get and the running shoes I currently use I think are wearing down a bit. I just want this day to already be over with. Just over 2 miles in. Every mile that I run feels like I'm running 4. I'm doing it on such tired legs, it's so difficult. I just passed the 5 mile mark and I don't think I can go any further. The last time I felt this kind of pain, it put me out of running for about 2 months. If I step on any uneven ground, my foot gets a real bad sharp shooting pain. 10 miles in. Today has definitely been the hardest in terms of physically and mentally. I've come this close to just quitting, heading home and calling it there. I called my girlfriend at the 8 mile mark to let her know that I was gonna quit, and she wasn't having any of it, so she definitely lifted my spirits up high again made me believe that I can do this. Now it's just up to me. 13 miles, just one more to go. I'm in so much f***ing pain. Just hit 14 miles. My legs are destroyed. My foot is destroyed. It blows my mind because the first 2 days of running 14 miles, I found it incredibly difficult. I was complaining. Yeah, I had no idea. The muscles throughout my legs are so tight. It feels like I can hardly walk on them. Fortunately, my foot is okay enough to walk on. So we're gonna try and do the 14 miles. This feels endless. This has been the most challenging thing I've ever done. Period. I accidentally left my GoPro on after filming this clip, so it ended up dying during the run. I went into this run with such a negative mindset. As I mentioned in that clip, it just felt endless. I ran the first 5 miles quite comfortably, and then I bumped into 2 of my closest friends who I hadn't seen in ages. So I ended up spending some time with them for about an hour. Once I got back into running, it felt like I was starting fresh again. So I only had 11 miles to do as opposed to the daunting 14. But all in all, we got there in the end, and we actually quite enjoyed it. I woke up today without having that feeling of dread of having to run all these miles. I think yesterday we turned a new page. If I was gonna quit, if I was gonna give up on these 100 miles, I would have done it yesterday. I'm too invested in this now. We're 70 miles in, 2 days left. Like, why would I give up now? Starting our second to last run of the week. I'm so excited for this week to be over. We've got 30 miles left, and since we've only got 2 days, these runs need to be 15 miles long each, so it's so hot today. Really starting to feel dehydrated. 10.5 miles. I'm gonna make it 11 and then go home. I just want to have an evening off. Tomorrow I'll make up for the lost miles. That 100-mile goal is in sight. However, we have to run 19 miles today. I say that with a smile on my face because this went from a fun little challenge, you know, let's try and challenge ourselves, to being absolutely insane. My legs kill, they're so tight. Both of my feet hurt. And now I have to run the furthest distance I have ever ran at the end of a 100-mile week. So here we go. Final run of the week. We've made it this far. We're not gonna give up until we hit that triple digit. Just past 5 miles. I've come to the local athletics track. It's just a nice way to visualize the distance. 4 laps is a mile, so probably do a couple miles here. The ground's nice and soft, so it'll be easy on my legs. So we just passed 9 miles, meaning we have 10 left to go until we hit that beautiful triple digit figure. I quickly popped home to put on a coat and put a case on my GoPro, because if you can't tell, it started to rain. Just 6 more miles. Just 6 more miles. At the start of the week I thought this might have been a bit too ambitious. Just another video I did I wouldn't follow through, but I can't believe we're here, 99 miles in. And I know that people will run this in a day, ultramarathoners and elite athletes run this every week. But as I said at the start of the video, I'm neither of those guys. And as we approach the end here with gritted teeth, I can officially say that I ran 100 miles in 7 days. This video wouldn't be complete without a summary, you know, talking about stuff I learned, the pros and cons of running 100 miles in a week. So the first physical benefit that I experienced was my endurance just went through the roof. Obviously running 14 miles a day is gonna get easier and easier the more you do it. However, the downside to that is if I try to take that endurance to a shorter distance, 5K, 10K, I'm not able to maintain that endurance that I gained from that 100-mile week. The second physical benefit that you might have already guessed is the strengthening of my legs. So although I was feeling a lot of discomfort throughout the week in my legs, I was strengthening them at the same time. Downside to that is because I increased my mileage by so much so quickly, I started to experience injury. I think it was day 4 where I started experiencing some real discomfort in my foot. I was incredibly worried about injuring myself. The psychological benefits from running that 100-mile week are by far my favorite thing to come from doing it. It took the most dedication, determination and commitment than anything I've ever done before. So obviously accomplishing that goal
is huge. It taught me so much about myself, how I'm capable of doing so much more. It sounds cliche, it sounds cringe, but genuinely it has taught me that I am capable of doing so much more than what I think I am. Secondly, I've always had a negative relationship when it comes to my personal body image, but just knowing that I'm able to run 100 miles in a week makes it incredibly challenging for me to be unhappy with the way I look, because I'm just so proud of what I can do with this body. The fact I can carry myself across 100 miles, like how can I then hate the way my body looks or anything?
In all honesty, I could talk for hours and hours about all of the benefits that running provides, but instead, I want you guys to finish that chapter. I want you guys to pick up running if you don't already, and let me know what impact it has on you. If there's anything you take away from this video, I hope it's just that you give running a chance. Running has changed my life in such a positive way, and it continues to do so. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this mini project. I know it's very different from what I normally post on my channel. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. It will let me know that these mini project type videos are something that you'd like to see more of. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until then, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.